Hey, my name is Lilian Majanja and you're welcome to Foodways. Yeah, today's episode we are making a cake, baking a cake for someone with diabetes. Yeah, it's going to be an interesting recipe. Yeah, instead of sugar, we use honey, but yeah, we change a few things, twist a few things. But don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and share. So stay tuned and watch the recipe, and I hope you try it out at home.
Yeah, first we begin with margarine and we use 150 grams of margarine. Yeah, so we used a Prestige for our case, 150 grams. Don't forget to measure, and you put in your mixing dish, your bowl, or whatever you're using to mix. Yeah. Yeah, then we add eggs. Yeah, we add eggs, and we used 8 eggs. You can see we're breaking them. When you're mixing, you break the eggs from the side just in case one is spoiled. So yeah, we can't use a spoiled egg, so you break the eggs from the side. Yeah, you mix the eggs plus the margarine. Yeah, and that's when you get your hand mixer in case you have one. If you don't have, you can use your mulao or your spatula or whatever you can use to mix. So you mix the eggs and the margarine. Yeah, you add some cooking oil, just a tiny bit of cooking oil. You mix a little bit, then you use your hand mixer in case it's what you have, and you mix for some time. Yeah, so everything is supposed to blend together, the eggs plus the Prestige. So what we did, since the Prestige didn't blend together with the eggs, we first put it in the oven for a few minutes for it to melt, and after melting we put it back in our dish that we're using to bake. Yeah, and we added our vanilla, 2 teaspoons sorry, 2 teaspoons of vanilla in the mixture. You can see after the butter melting alongside the eggs, it's supposed to be smooth, no lumps and everything. It's supposed to be smooth. So 2 teaspoons of vanilla. Then you get honey, 150 grams of honey. That's the honey that we used. Yeah. Yeah, you make sure you remove every tiny bit of honey, everything. Yeah, that's the honey we used. You can use any honey that you have. Yeah. And that's when we add our all-purpose flour, 315 grams of flour. Yeah, I advise you to get a weighing scale. You can get the small weighing scales. They are very cheap. You can go maybe to a supermarket or somewhere. They are very cheap. Then we get our baking powder. We put 2 teaspoons of baking powder. Though I would still advise you to first melt the butter if you want to make everything easy and simpler. You first melt the butter before putting it in your mixing bowl or whatever you're using to mix. You first, in case you've been watching the previous videos that we posted about making cookies, we first melted the butter. You just put it over the stove and it melts. Yeah, then we added a little bit of water. Yeah, the water is because our mixture was very thick, so we added water and we added more flour just, it was still 315 grams, but we first put a tiny bit and added the rest later. So after that, we are supposed to preheat our oven to 160 degrees Celsius. Then we grease our pans. Yeah, you first grease your pans before putting everything inside. So we wanted to make two types of cake. So after greasing the pans, you can see that we got our cocoa powder and mixed in one of the pans. Like, we just divided our mixture into two, and in one of the pans, one of the mixtures that was in one of the pans, double repetition, but yeah, anyway, we added our cocoa powder. In case you don't have that, you can use your drinking chocolate if you have, but it's better if you use the unsweetened, the bitter drinking chocolate. You can get it from the supermarket. So we added it in, then we mixed. You can see after blending the way it turned out. Make sure there are no lumps. So yeah, the other part of the mixture, we added our red food color and strawberry, because we wanted to make the strawberry flavor. So we added it in. Yeah, you can see we are blending and mixing everything together. You make sure there are no lumps. You make sure everything is mixed the proper way, or you blend everything. Yeah, you blend until it's well incorporated. Yeah. Yeah, and we ended up dividing the chocolate cake into two, because we wanted to make a layered cake, so we divided into two. And now, since the client wanted a naked cake, so we are just gonna mix a little bit of the butter, just a tiny bit, just for the naked cake. So yeah, she used, you can see that we used Prestige and our icing sugar. Yeah, don't forget, we bake the cake for about 30 to 35 minutes. Yeah, 30 to 35 minutes at 160 degrees Celsius. And to check if the cake is ready, you can use a toothpick and you'll insert it in the center of the cake, and in case it comes out clean, then the cake is ready. Yeah, so there we are just mixing our buttercream. Yeah. Yeah, so that's our cake, since the client wanted a naked cake. So we just put a little bit of icing, just so that it does not look so, crazy. And we added our fruits. You can use anything you have in the fridge to decorate the cake. So yeah, that's the cake. We used oranges and apples to decorate it. I hope you enjoyed.